Today we are going to go over loading screens in this large Qsage seed cleaner. The first step will be to remove the two tailgates from the cleaner. As you can see, this machine has a safety latch right here. You simply open the cam over lock. Be careful when storing the tailgates. These do have fragile components on them and they are quite intensive to repair. Throughout this video, you will note that I was using the pistol grip retaining screw incorrectly, simply resting the pistol grip on top of this. I wanted to give a special thanks to Tim at Qsage for reaching out to me and informing me how this system was supposed to work properly. Starting with our long screen puller, this tool has two functions. This is welded in this configuration to push the screens when they are deep in the machine, and this is for hooking underneath the cross member of the screen right here. We are now looking at the pistol grip puller. This piece is very self-explanatory. It is used to hook on to the pistol grip. I'm now going to demonstrate this tool. Pull back, twist up, pull your puller out. This will be a little bit hard to demonstrate one-handed, but you can also use the pistol grip puller to gently tap the screen retaining rail back. Then you are supposed to put your pistol grip on this retaining screw here. This serves two functions. This keeps the pistol grip out of the way of incoming and exiting screens, and it also does not allow the screen retaining rail to slide back down and get in the way of removing and installing screens. We are now looking at the screen stick. This comes with the cleaner. As you can see, we have an angled edge here. This is used to go in on top of the ball rack and to raise the screen slightly so you can install your long pulling rod. We will demonstrate that now. As you can see, it is difficult to force the long pulling rod in underneath the screen rail. As you can see, using the beveled end of the screen raising stick, it is easy to insert the stick and twist. This will allow easy installation of the long pulling rod that can then be rotated up, and you can simply pull the screen backwards. For multiple sections of screens, the long screen lifting stick can also assist in getting the screens to lip properly. This machine is set up in the scalp sift configuration. What I mean by that is the product is split 50% on the top screen and 50% on the bottom screen. We are now going to remove the screen clamp with the pistol grip puller. Now we are going to pull the 50/50 splitter out. Using a non-marring hammer, gently tap back the screen retaining rail. Using your pistol grip puller, gently pull the screen back till you can grab it with your hands. Where possible, make sure that the screen lip has not jammed against anything and that the screen is fully seated home at the stop. Pay attention to the lip on your 50/50 spreader blank as well. Make sure it is not damaged and make sure it lips properly when sliding into the machine. Replace the pistol grip like so. We now have the spreader blank pulled out of the second screen slot in the upper shoe. We can now pull the screen out and change it. Note this unit has a permanent mount ball tray underneath that does not need to be removed with the screen. the ball tray can stay in and you can change only the screen. We are now installing the spreader blank, being sure that our spreader blank lips properly over the screen. As you can see, we have achieved that. Now we will simply pull down on our pistol grips and lock in the second screen on the upper shoe. We have successfully changed the upper and lower screen in the upper shoe. We will now replace the tailgate. We will now finish installing the tailgate with the cam over lock, and we are finished in the upper shoe. For speed's sake, we have already pulled all of the pistol grips on the lower shoe screen slots. We are going to gently tap back the screen retaining bracket with a non-marring hammer. We will then pull the 50-50 splitter out, pull the screen out, replace the screen, replace the 50-50 splitter, and then move on to the lower screen slot. This machine was previously set up in the 54x60 configuration. We are now going to remove an additional spreader blank in the machine. This is the spreader blank here. You can see we are in the lower shoe top screen. We are going to remove this spreader blank. This is the 26-inch spreader blank that we will be changing out for a 26-inch section of screen. Here is the screen section we are replacing it with. Something that will assist you in making sure that the screens lip properly is to install the first 26-inch section and then install the 60-inch section behind it. Make sure that they lip, and then you will gently push them into the machine, making sure there are no sudden stops for the 26-inch section to slide farther forward and unlip itself. Here you can see, even putting our best foot forward, we were not able to maintain the two screens lipping correctly. So we have now went to the side of the machine and we will ensure that they are correctly lipped. Here you can see we have achieved a proper lipping effect for the lower screen. It is imperative that you always take care of your screen lips, because if you do not, you will not have the proper spacing to install your 50-50 splitter, and that will throw everything off. We have now successfully installed the upper screen in the lower shoe. We will now repeat the process on the lower shoe, and we will be extending the lower shoe screen by the 26-inch screen section. We have now installed the lower screen with the additional screen section and the spreader blank behind. We now have to lock down our pistol grips. Having accomplished that, we can now reinstall the tailgate. We have successfully changed the screens on this large Qsage cleaner. These units are readily available through us here at Commodity Traders International. For all other seed, grain, feed, recycling, and research equipment, please reach out to us. A link to our website will be in the video description down below and following the video. Thank you so much for watching.